Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Hello,
Yes,
teacher.
we can hear you.
Hello. Okay, okay. Good morning, Astro.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Answer. Okay. So I'm sharing the screen. So yesterday what we have seen, functions in Python, right? Okay. So in the last class, we have studied about the functions in Python, and then we discussed over two functions. That is what lambda function and the filter function. And actually, we have so many types of functions that we will see in future classes because they not works exactly individually. They works together with another functions. Okay, so that's why we will see in the next classes. Okay, but we got the concept how to create the functions. Okay, you can create any kind of functions, but you have a good syntax. You have a right syntax, and below that syntax, you can write any program that you want. Like you can put a for loop, and you can put if and else condition or whatever you want. Okay, but the first line should be correct, the indentation should be correct, and the syntax should be correct. Okay, now today we are going to start. The agenda is OOPS concept. Anyone from you who knows about the OOPS concept? What exactly the meaning of OOPS
Object-oriented programming.
apart from this?
We have four: class, object, inheritance, and polymorphism in OOP.
Very nice. Okay. So OOPS concept. So first of all, OOPS is object language. It is another way of writing a Python code. It is object and
Teacher,
Class. Yes.
what is the name of this software which you are using right now?
This is OneNote.
OneNote.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Object and class based programming concept. So basically, it is the main purpose of OOPS concept is to write the code in on the basis of object and classes. We have one object and its class. So instead of writing functions and logic, we organize our code.
Teacher, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
The first line on the top of the page, I cannot see it because there's the different colors for the pens. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you don't have to write it. I will at the last of the class, at the end of the class, I will provide you the PDF file. Okay. Okay. So just like objects in the real world, like a car, like a dog, or a book, or any kind of object. Okay. Now, for example, just like objects in real world, like car, book, dog. These are the objects. Okay. And each of these object has certain features and perform a certain actions, right? A car can we can drive a car, we can read the book, a dog can bark, right? Like this. So it has a certain actions to perform on. Now, what exactly we do in OOPS concept? We create objects that have data and can perform tasks. Now, what do you mean by class and what do you mean by object? What is class? So a class is just like a blueprint, template, or we can say skeleton, or or some kind of a design. Okay, and a class can store the variables. Variables, functions, constructors, etc. One more thing about this, it defines what an object should look like and what it can do. Okay, and now what is object? So object is the real world entity, which is derived from the class basically. It is the real world entity which is derived from the class. Or in a single line, we can say that an object is a instance of that class. Okay. Now, let's say, mm, let's take an example to understand exactly what exactly this is. Analogy. Suppose you are creating a home. Okay. Uh, you are creating or building your home. So let's say this is your home. Okay, I'm not good in that, but yeah, uh, this is your home. Okay, so first you will create the design, right? You create design. This is your design. Okay, so design like where should be the kitchen? Okay, where should be the kitchen and the bathroom? Okay, the bedroom, Wow, right or not? So first you design the structure basically, right or not?
Yes.
Then now once the design is created, because this is only the design, you cannot enter in the house, right? First you design the first you create the design, then you will create whatever you want. Just like you first to decide where should be my bathroom, where should be my kitchen, where should be my bedroom. Okay, you want to enter it. If you want to enter it, you need to create it, right? Let's say you create the design, then if you want to enter in, then you create it. So step number 2. So this is basically step number 1. Now step number 2. You will construct the house. Okay. So basically, if I talk about this part, the step 1 part, this is your class basically. This is your class. So class means you are designing, something, you are creating a blueprint, you are creating an skeleton. Now the step number 2 is construct the house. Okay. So construct the house means you need an engineer or workers, right? So then you start implementation of class to the objects where the design or the things of the house are really going to be existed. Okay. Uh, by engineer or workers, you starting building the house. Okay. So where all the things of the house, as I told you, are really going to be existed, that it will be happen in my first room or my balcony. Where is my balcony and where is my uh, lawn or whatever storeroom that are going to be happen in real world. That is what? That is your object.
Object.
The second part is your object. And one more thing, mm, if I talk about, can we create multiple class with a single can we create a multiple objects with a single class?
Yes.
Yes.
For example,
Multiple houses, like different addresses.
yes,
Like
exactly. We can create multiple objects with a single class. Like you have a single blueprint. Okay, this is your blueprint or design. Now with this blueprint, you can create multiple houses, right? Now this is your class basically. Now with this class, you can create multiple houses. So house number 1, house number 2, house number 3, house number 4, right or not?
Yes.
Yes.
This is your class, and these are the objects basically. Now if I talk about this with very good explanation, see, with the same uh, class, you have a multiple objects, right? See, with the same design, you can create a multiple houses. Like this is the same building and this is the same building, right? See, right or not?
Yes. Our class name is same.
Yeah, the class name is same, but the object should be different. Okay. Now, if I talk about one more example, one more analogy, if I talk about the bike, so what do you think about the bike? So you quickly start imaging a bike in your mind, right? It has two wheels, one silencer, two handles. So basically, this is the design, right or not?
Okay.
I'm talking about, let's say, analogy number 2. Talking about, so instantly, if I talk about bike or you talk about bike, so the other person will quickly start imagining a bike in the mind. So that bike has uh, two wheels, okay, and two handles, one silencer, okay, and one headlight. Basically, this is your class. This is your design, right? Every bike should have these features, right? We talk about Yamaha, we talk about whatever the company has, but I'm not talking about the specific one, but I'm talking about a single bike. So bike has all these features, but the bike can be any brand or any kind multiple brand. Okay, if I talk about brands of the bike, brands of the bike. So like Yamaha, like Hero, like these are the Indian companies. Okay. Uh, so now,
Like Honda.
yeah, like Honda and so many companies we have. Okay. Now, what exactly this is? We can say these are the objects. So why I'm talking about this? Because any bike can be a any uh, brands like Yamaha, like Hero, like Bajaj, but the class is same, right? See, the class is same, but the objects are different. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now your brands are the objects here. Now I think we can go for hands-on, whatever we learn, how to create a very simple examples. We can go for a very simple examples, how to create the object in the class. Okay, if it is
Teacher, before moving, please let me know what is encapsulation. It
uh
is encapsulation is class and object, same.
yes, same thing, because it's a advanced type of object and class-based programming language. We will come to that if it is required. See, when it comes to object-oriented programming, it is really better for developers part. But when it comes to, the data analysis and data analytics or any kind of developing machine learning or deep learning or AI part, it is not required anymore. We just have to understand the basic things of that, how to create the OOPS concept. Okay,
Got you.
why? Okay, so basically, this is really, if you are learning for a developing purpose, that will really good for when you go in depth of that. That is really good for that. But if we are learning data analysis, this is not required. But yeah, if I talk about percentage wise, this is uh, quietly good for 10 to 15%, 10% or I think. Okay, mostly you prefer the libraries of the Python, just like NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, Scikit-learn, Keras, and so many. The data
Teacher,
analytics
we are about to finish the module one.
module. Yeah, we are about to finish the module one. Yeah, perfect.
So will you provide us like a question answer for interview preparation?
Sure, sure, sure. Yes, yes. At the end of the class, I think
The end of
today,
module.
yeah, at end of the module, I will provide you some related questions. Okay,
Okay. So
which
we
is
should start
really helps
remembering from now.
starting
Yeah.
for the very first topic. Okay, the basic Python
Thank you.
to the OOPS concept. So I will provide almost 50 questions on that. So yeah, that will really helps you to understand how the interviewer asks the questions. Okay.
Thank you.
Now just go to now create a new notebook. Okay, so create a simple code. let's say I'm creating a class. Okay, so I will write class and then class name. So let's say my class name is uh, task1. Okay, this is your class, and put the colon here and start writing the properties of the class. Okay, and basically this is your design. So let's say a is equals to 30. Okay, b is equals to 40, c is equals to b minus a, b minus a. Okay, so basically this is your, then a, b, c are your properties of the class. I mean the exact design that we talked about. Okay, now we have to create an object of these classes. Okay, so create object. So just create an object. So let's say ob is equals to, just write the name of the class. What was my name of the class? Task1. Now put the parenthesis. Now what we are doing here, the parenthesis means we are addressing the name of the class. Whatever we have inside the task1, that we are addressing here inside the ob object. Okay, or ob variable. Clear? Now we can access the class variable using objects. Accessing the class variable. So let's say print task1 dot a, then print uh, task1 dot c, and just print it. So basically this is a kind of very simple code. First we design the class, then we have some designs. Okay, a is equals to 30, b is equals to 40, c is equals to b minus a. So b minus a means 40 minus 30. Then we create an object, then we access the class variables, whatever we have defined or whatever we have designed. Then print task1 dot a, then print task1 dot c. So when it runs, it will show you the exact thing that we have defined here. Okay, so this is kind of a how we are creating the oops in real world. Okay, first we design the class, then we perform the uh, actions in the form of objects. Clear?
Yes.
Perfect. Just write in your machine. Just try it once, then we will move forward.
Teacher, why we are not calling with object name?
Sorry.
Can we call with the object name with object like ob dot a?
Yes, basically we can do this, but when we start writing the constructors, okay, with the self parameter or with any default parameters, then we can create, then we can call with the object. We don't have to go for any class variables. Yeah, obviously you can do this. you not create an object, it will never perform the class variable, or you can not access the variable. At some time it happens, but this is the standard method to create a very simple object oriented programming. Okay. Otherwise you break the rule of that oops concept. Okay. Done, everyone?
Almost.
Okay, take your time.
Yeah, done, teacher, done.
Answer, if I talk about what exactly the OB is here,
Teacher, yeah, it is object.
okay, now object means, actually we can say that this is a reference variable of the class.
Got you.
Okay.
Actually, it is a accurate word for that. It is a reference variable, not object.
Yeah, reference variable.
It is to your interview question.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Teacher, could I share my screen? I
Yeah,
got an
sure.
error. Okay. How do I do that? Share screen.
Who is that? Gary? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So I tried to make a class called House A, like
Okay.
type. I said, okay, I want a story is equal to 1, porch, I want to say yes, and cost 50,000.
Now, okay, just hold on. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are writing 2 times 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, you are typing manually this. Okay. Just remove this dialog box. Just fix anywhere. The black box.
Okay, how do I do that? Okay.
Teacher, this is a cost. He should remove the dollar sign.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah.
50,000.
Yes, now it's correct.
Okay, so let's run it. Oh, sorry. I know what it is. I have to put
and yes,
parentheses.
The
yes,
porch, yeah, in the parentheses.
March में, yeah,
I mean in the
parentheses,
quotation,
quotations, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just go upside.
Yeah, working.
Oh, 50,000. Okay, so the cost, so my class is house, my
Yes.
object is Nantucket,
Yes.
and the cost is 50,000.
Actually, do one thing. Actually, you are assigning the Nantuck is equals to houses A. First of all, you have to put the parenthesis right after house A. Okay,
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yes, this is the right way. Now just run this.
50,000. Okay,
Okay, so house A is basically it is just the address of the class. Okay,
okay.
address of the class.
All right, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back. Stop sharing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, so now again I am creating a very simple and one operational based class. Let's say O number 2. Class. So class name is task2. Put the column. Let's say x is equals to 10, then y equals to 20, and I'm writing test1 is equals to x multiply y multiply 2. Then test2 is equals to, let's say, y divided by x, then plus 2.5, let's say. Okay, now these are the uh, designs of the class 2. Okay, task 2. Now we have to put checked the class. So let's say OB equal to task 2, just put the parenthesis, and then access the class. Now how do I access? Let's say print task2 dot test1 print task2 dot test2. Just run it. Okay, so whatever the expression we have, we can call from the with the accessing with the class. So 400 and whatever the expression is saying 4.5, right? When we divide 20 by 10, then 2 times and then plus 2.5, it's 4.5. Clear? And 20 into 10. Okay, whatever the expression we have written here, it will exactly calling here. Okay, so in this you can design whatever you want, not only this the mathematical operation, or you can put any scientific computation also. What about Clayton?
I'm
Are you
still
doing this?
trying to figure out the first one. My first one, it keeps getting an error, and I don't understand why.
You have to tell me, na? That's why I asked you.
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure it out, and I realized it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
do
okay,
you want me to show it to you?
okay, not worry. Uh, what exactly the error you are facing?
It's it says the print task one dot task uh
Okay,
so
you can,
in the
you
first
can.
one
Mm-hmm.
the print task when you do the print A times C,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not coming up as the correct
Okay, so you mean when you try to access the class, it's not working, right?
yeah, well,
Okay,
yeah. Well,
okay,
yeah,
okay. Just hold on. Just share your screen so that I can see your code, what exactly the problem you are facing. Then I will resolve it. Okay.
okay.
And I'm getting an error as well, and I cannot figure it out where is.
Okay. I will come to one by one. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Clayton, just show me your
Yeah,
screen.
yeah, 1 second. Hang on 1 second. I should be sharing this one. The heck?
I
Okay.
think at the end you put task one instead test one in the line 11.
See, actually, you are printing task1 dot task1. It's not the correct way to call the class. Okay. You have to put the variable name here. Task1 dot B, C, or A, whatever you have designed in the class. Okay. So right after task1 dot task1, so instead of task1, you have to put any variable A, B, C, whatever. Okay. So just go to the 11 number of line.
1 second.
Professor, teacher, shouldn't he say OB dot whatever the variable is
Mm-hmm.
instead of, right? Because he created an object,
Yes,
OB.
yes. Yeah, we can do this with the object. Okay, right after that. No.
Yeah, open parentheses.
Yes, open the parenthesis. No. Task1 dot A. Okay.
Oh, I see what
Task1
you
dot A. Not A dot task1. Task1 dot A. Just delete this. Okay. Yeah. Now just run this. See, it's working.
It's getting me to the 40. Oh yeah. So then to get the task one or the task A minus or what did you have? Task did the so I could do like this.
Task 1 dot C. Task 1 dot C. Task 1.
It's task1. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Whatever you have defined, that you have to call it. Okay. Yeah. See, it's
Why is
working.
Oh, I see. Yep.
40 minus 40 is equals to 0. Okay.
Yep, I see it. Okay.
Perfect. Yes, Emil, tell me.
No, I found out it was an extra space, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Perfect. Now in this we will create or we will put the function. Okay, in oops we call function as method. What we call the function? Function is not exactly the function, we call it methods. Okay, in general in Python basically the functions are obviously we have seen that, but when it comes to oops concept, the functions are really called methods. Okay, oops concept functions are called method. In this we will be creating we will output methods method. Let's run this. Now let's say I'm defining class and task 3. Put the parenthesis and just run. I mean, now I'm defining, now I'm putting some method. Okay, so what is the keyword here? Def, define. Okay, so let's say define function 1. Function 1, and then put the parenthesis. See, you can ignore the parenthesis, or you can pass one parameter, that is self parameter. Okay, so you can write self here, and this parameter is default parameter. Okay, I can write here self parameter is default parameter. We do not need to pass any value. Okay, so for this I will write print.
Teacher,
Yes,
teacher, how to comment multiple lines?
how to comment multiple lines. Okay, this is one of the great question. So let's say uh, let's say whatever you are writing. Okay, let's say this is. Now just copy this and put 3 quotation here, 1 2 3. So automatically it will gives you basically this is called uh, raw string. Okay, this is the kind of raw string. Whenever
Raw
you
string.
want to, yeah, whenever you want to put multiple lines of comments, then you will put 3 quotation. Whatever you are writing inside the 3 quotation, that will consider as what? The comment or the raw string, you can say that. Okay.
So for comment, we have to select all code.
Yeah, yeah. Or in beginning of the whatever when you writing when you start writing, just put 3 quotation. Okay, just like this in starting. Let's say this. Okay, and come inside the 3 and this one.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is what multiple lines of comments with triple quotes. Clear? Okay, so class task 3, then define a function, and basically the self parameter is default parameter. We don't have to pass any value for that. Let's say I am function 1. And let's say I am defining the second function, define function number 2. Then again, self parameter, put the parenthesis and print I am the second function. Now create an object. So OB is equals to task 3. Put the parenthesis and just run this. And accessing the function. Okay. Before we are accessing the variables that we have defined inside the class, now we are accessing the functions that we have defined inside the class, whatever the things we have, okay, like function 1 and function 2. So accessing the function or method of task 3. So now you can write ob dot function 1, and when you run this, really func function 1, and just run it.
You don't have to do the parentheses.
Oh, actually you have to put the parenthesis. Why? Because this is function, that's why. See, I am function 1, okay, and simply let's say ob dot function 2. See, I am the second function. So you don't have to take the function 1 or its self parameter. Okay, you can directly call the methods or call the uh, class properties with the help of object. So ob dot function 1 on ob dot function 2. Okay. Okay, but remember one thing, this is a actually this is a kind of interview question. So if they ask you when you use function inside the class, it will become method. Okay.
Thank you.
And basically self store the address of your object. Okay. We are talking about the self parameter, and that is stored the address of your object, whatever you define. Okay. Now just write this code in your machine and just tell me if you are facing any problem.
Hey, teacher, could we take a break?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's have a quick break here. I'm sharing this file in the chat box. So in 10 minutes, just try to do whatever we have defined here. Just try in your machine.
So what did you say before that a function inside a task become a method?
Actually, I already wrote here. In OOPS concept, functions are called method. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Your word itself, you told word itself here.
Self is a by default parameter. Okay, and self is also called basically self store the address of your object. Okay, whatever the object you have, it will store the address. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. Right after that, we will create some parameters right after the self parameter, just like the functions we have defined. For
If we
example,
do not write, if we do not write the self, is it okay?
yeah, it will. Yeah, it will work. It will work. But this is not a right way. When we define the OOPS concept and when we define some method, we have to pass the self. Otherwise, when we start writing the instructor, I mean the constructors, then you have a very important part, that is what? A self parameter. Why? Because you will store whatever you want to store inside the object. Then with the help of self parameter, you will access them. Okay.
Okay.
We will see.
So,
Yeah.
so teacher, it is working like a this.
It is working like what?
This. THIS, this.
Yeah. Okay, done everyone?
Yeah, teacher ready.
Yes.
Okay,
Ready.
perfect. Now we are taking one more example, class with parameterized functions. Okay, in this we didn't have any pass any parameter. See, this is basically the default parameter. Now we are putting some exact parameters. Okay, that user will give some values here.
What is the data type for the can you scroll up, please, teacher? For the self um parameter. What type of data is that, like a string? Is it a number, or for
See,
function
we
one
didn't
and function
see
two?
we didn't pass any value for this parameter. Self is just called the addressing its value. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
when we assign some value, then we will say, yeah, it's kind of it has a type of data, and we provide some data, but it will not provide any kind of value for this. Okay, so that's why. Class with parameterized functions. Okay, so let's say class, then test4, put the colon here, and then I'm defining function. So def, now this time I'm taking addition. Okay, now define add, put the parenthesis, and just write the name of parameter, that is self parameter. This is by default parameter. Now I'm going to take the exactly parameter that's it, num1. Okay, then num2. Now put the colon, enter, then print, like addition is num1 plus num2. Then I'm taking another function, so def. Now this time I'm taking subtract, put the parenthesis, then self, num1, num2, then print. It's called subtraction, and then num1 minus num2. Okay, now we will create an object. So OB is equals to test B is equals to test4. Put the parenthesis. Now call. So now this time I'm taking OB, then equal to sign, then add, and let's say num1 plus num2, so 40 and comma 40.
Teacher, can I
Okay.
ask you a question?
Actually, it's not equal to. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the equal is like, shouldn't it be dot?
Yes. Dot.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
See, addition is 80. Okay. And same for here. Let's say OB dot subtract. Let's say 4, 5, 8, 9, 6, comma, any number. Just run it. Subtraction is 21. Now, this was the example with parameterized function. Parameterized function means we have two parameters, two manual parameters, num1 and num2, which we have defined inside the print function. So whatever the expression we want, we will write inside the print function. Then we will call by accessing the object. Okay, so add dot ob dot add, and then 40 for add, and for subtraction whatever you want. Okay, you can design from it. Now we are going to start. That is what concept of constructors. Concept of constructor. Now what exactly this is? Constructor means these are the special method which gets called automatically when you create the object of it. Okay, so you don't have to call separately it will automatically called by the constructor. Okay, it will automatically called by the object, basically, not the constructor. Okay, first we define the constructor. Now what exactly, how can we define it? So you will write def and then 2 times underscore 1 and then 2. Then you write in it. Then again 2 times uh, the underscore, and then you will put self here. Put the parenthesis, and then you put the colon. Okay, so this is how you will write. Now takes an example, very simple example. Let's say class test 5. Now I am defining one constructor, so underscore 2 times underscore, and then init, and again 2 times constructor underscore, then put the parenthesis, change write self, and put the parenthesis, or you can write whatever you want right after self. You can write the manual parameters that you want to take from the user. Okay, and let's say in this I'm writing print I will write I am constructor I will be called automatically. Okay, and then define function one. So first to define the constructor, then you can define without constructor. Okay, now let's say function one. Put the parenthesis and then self. I'm writing this print. I am the normal function. Let's say I am the normal function. You have to call me. Okay, just create an object. Then OB is equals to test5. Put the parenthesis. That's right. See, I am the constructor. I will be called automatically. I didn't had an called any with a print function or any kind of object. When I run this, it automatically called it. See what I have defined inside the init. So init is a special type of what? The method or the function which gets called automatically. You don't have to call manually it. Okay.
So as soon as the object is called, it will do that, right? Right away, the constructor.
Sorry, what?
So as soon as you, maybe I misunderstood it. So you're defining the object OB. You're saying
Mhm.
it's of the class test5,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as you do you have to call OB or just
Oh, we don't have to call it. Okay. See, function one is not called here. Only the init constructor, what I have written inside the constructor, it will be called automatically. Okay, I didn't have called, I only create an object of that, and by default, automatically it's called. See, it's showing I am constructor, I will be called automatically. I have written inside the init constructor, right? So whatever the expression you are writing inside this, it will call automatically with the help of init constructor when you create an object, when you pass the address of this class. Okay,
okay, I see.
perfect. Now just write the code. Then we will move forward to the very, some kind of intermediate or advanced level of oops. Uh, how to create with parameterized with the constructor. Okay.
So to call the function one, you have to write
Yeah.
print
Yeah.
or
Uh,
redefine
just
it
like
or
ob dot function one. Okay.
okay, ob dot, oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sure. Teacher,
Yes, please.
I wrote the same code like you, but I It's unable to show the output.
Mm.
You write the exactly code?
Yeah.
I think there should be mistake. There has to be mistake. Just do check once again. I will make it zoom.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Can you write how you call the function one? Because I wrote ob.func1, but I'm not getting it.
Oh, you gotta
Oh.
put the parentheses.
Oh,
I did the same thing. Then I was like, oh, why?
got it. Thank you.
That is again a very good thing that both of you are facing a same problem. Yeah, I did this. Perfect.
Teacher, can you see my screen?
Not yet. Let me see.
So my expectation, or your expectation, each doctor will put out their objection, what should be outside of the case. We'll see what the case version.
Okay, I can see now.
Or you have a 35-year-old male, collected, file out litigation. The resident, Susan Lewis, called to get a moral objection to why we inside this specific case. So I'm Susan Lewis, you're the answer. Either going back out state and you speak with me about my objection on the answer.
Yes.
It's not running, teacher.
It's not working. Okay, let me see. Class test 5. Okay, done, define. Okay, I think you didn't put any, I mean, 2 underscore when you define the constructor.
Well, what should I do?
Right up to the def, you have to put one more underscore.
One more.
Yeah. Then also right after an init, two left side and two right side. Yeah. Now just run this.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Now I'm writing one question, very simple question. You have to do this. Okay. Oh, you have to create a rectangle uh, class. The name of the class is rectangle with attributes of length and width. These are the parameters. Okay. Right after the self parameter. So write the method to calculate the area. Okay. To calculate the area of the rectangle. And another method to calculate the parameter. If you have any idea, how do we calculate the area of the rectangle or its perimeter? Do you know about this?
Yeah,
What is the
Oh,
formula?
perimeter? Another
Well,
method to calculate the perimeter? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, another method to calculate its perimeter. Okay, perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, let me write the question.
we cannot see your screen.
Okay, let me show my screen first. Is it fine now?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, create a class name rectangle. Okay, with parameter name length and width. Okay, now you have to write a method.
Parameters means variables.
Yes, just like the previous one. See, num1 and num2. Okay,
Okay.
write a method to calculate area of the rectangle. And area of the rectangle is length into width. Okay, length into width. And another method is to calculate its perimeter. And do you know what? How do we calculate the perimeter? That is 2 into
2
length
times length
plus
times width.
width. 2 into length plus width. Okay. Now, then after create an object of both the class. Methods. Okay, clear with the question?
Yeah, I guess.
Create object
Let's
of
see.
both. Yep, okay.
Perfect. Just take your time.
Teacher, please check. Is it correct or not?
Yes, let me check. I think if you put 2 and 5, if the length is 2 and the width is 5, then it should be 10.
Yes, teacher.
And now why it is coming area is 162. What you have defined? Actually, you have to define with the constructor, init constructor.
Okay.
Okay, it's Astro. Okay, what is your output, Anzar?
Teacher, my output is 10 and 100.
10 and 100, no? 50, 100, 50 plus 2, 52. I think 100 is, I mean, 10 is correct, but the parameter is wrong. It should be 50 plus 2, 104. 2 into length plus width. Okay.
Okay.
Just do check for the parameter.
Teacher, I could not understand the second point.
The
You
second,
written the
the
add
para
another method to calculate its parameter plus parameter 2 I plus W. What is this?
it's not I plus W, it's length and width. Okay, so the formula of parameter is 2 into length plus width.
Okay.
Okay. Just like the area of the rectangle is length into width. Okay. The parameter is 2 into length plus width. Okay. So 2, then bracket, length plus width. And that is what? If you provide 2 and 50, then it will become 104 if you calculate it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you. We have very less time.
I did it in another way. So I don't know, probably it's not the correct, but I'm getting an error.
Okay, don't worry. So first of all, class rectangle. Okay, this is according to my question, this is class rectangle. And then put the colon here and just write define underscore init double underscore, put the parenthesis, write the self, and now length and width. Put the colon here, and
Is it
we have
INT or is it init?
yes,
INT?
is it's init actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and we have another method, that is what? we can call the attributes or the variable with the help of self. So self dot length is equals to length. Then self dot width is equals to width. Then I have to calculate it. So I'm writing a function that is what? Define area. So let's write self here and then put the colon here and then print. Actually not print, just return the value. Return self dot length into self dot width. Okay, so self dot length. Okay, self dot width. Okay, now the another one is define perimeter. Okay, now perimeter is, let's put the self here, put the colon here, and just return 2 multiply by length. So self dot length plus self dot width. Okay, then you simply create an object. So rectangle is equals to rectangle. Actually do one thing. Rect is equals to it. The object could be anything. Okay, doesn't matter. Rectangle. Now let's say I have to pass, let's say 10, then comma 5. Okay, that is my values for length and width. Now access the object. For example, area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is, now call the object. So rect dot area. Just run this. Rectangle object has no attribute length. Why it is saying this? Self length. Okay. Okay. What's the problem? Now it will work. See, area of rectangle is 50. Why? 10 into 5 is equals to 50. Now similarly, we can do one more thing. Print perimeter of rectangle rect dot perimeter. Put the parenthesis. Why? Because I have passed parameter. Okay, so inside the parameter return 2 into self dot length plus width. Okay, just run this. See, perimeter of rectangle is 30. Why? Because 10 plus 5 is equals to 15, and 15 multiplied by 2 is equals to 30. So this is how we can write the OOPS concept with the help of init constructor. Okay, whatever you want. So these are the real world examples apart from the Python, normal Python language. Okay, we write the codes like this inside the OOPS concept. Okay. Now tell me if you have any query.
So can you check the code that I wrote in the chat? Anyway, it's totally different, but why
Yes, yes, yes.
doesn't
Let me
work?
check. So Amels, okay.
Or probably I cannot use directly that type of code.
Mm. Actually, this is not the right way to. Actually, we have to write with the constructor. This is
Okay.
without the constructor. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Astro. Yes, it will also work. Okay. Okay, so I'm just sharing this file once again in the chat box. If you don't have this file, just click on the link. So you will get the file, and just hold on. I'm just sharing you the class notes also. Okay. Okay, clear everyone. So I will give you some more questions on top of that for the practice part, and I also designed some questions for you for the purpose of interview. Okay, so you can check right after day after tomorrow. Okay, okay, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we'll meet right after the next week. Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Anza.